Swifty.
Gotta get Swifty in here. That was cute.
We are live. Stop recording.
Yo, Eagles Nation, stand up. Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole night in Philly.
Facts.
Yeah! Them poles were greased again last night, bitches. This city's back in the championship. The Fightins are in the World Series.
Heck yeah.
Welcome to episode 116 of the Grease Pole Podcast. Thank you for being here. If you're listening on a pod platform, thank you for doing so. Subscribe, rate, review if you feel so inclined. Either way, thanks for checking us out. And if you're checking us out on YouTube, hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you like your timeline flooded with Eagles shit and various Eagles Philly sports related rants mixed in with some other stuff. And if you don't want to hit subscribe either way, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. So there's that. A lot of Philly stuff to get to. We'll get there. Actually, our first episode on YouTube last year touched on this, and I figured we'd throw it out there real quick for point of reference because we have to on this
There's so much drama with this.
McRibs are back.
Oh, but it's the farewell tour.
It's McRib season. Well, but see, here's the thing about that is it a marketing ploy? It better be.
I don't think it is.
It fucking better be,
From
dude.
what I read, they're like losing money on the campaign now, and not just that, but it costs a lot to keep the pork around. If you want to have it year round, it is in Germany. That is all. So
this means we're getting passports.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Gotta go to Germany.
We're moving to fucking Germany. Deutschland. We're just going to be a mobile ass pod now.
Fun fact about me, I went to Germany when I was in high school.
Leipzig.
And the first thing my mom and I when we ate when we got there was McDonald's because everything was in German. And we were like, that looks like what we eat at home. Let's go eat there.
This looks like shitty American food. McRibs is what you ate?
No.
Fucking Christ.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
So they're back, man. Are you gonna partake?
No.
That was the first thing we did Friday.
He is like, every time he gets one, he's like, you want some?
On the way back.
I'm gonna get my nuggies, thanks.
I told you guys this last year when we tried them. They were okay when we ate them on air. They were all right. They weren't
I was not
terrible.
hurt when I heard they were leaving. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like,
you better get ready for conjugals because I'm getting locked the fuck up if they take those Johns away for good. I'm just here to say. I'm just here to say.
Surprisingly good cold. I enjoyed it like that. Well, I'm just saying, like, I didn't eat it all because I wasn't impressed. So, like, after you guys left, I was like, oh man, like,
I'm stuck with this.
I have a real problem with throwing out food. Like, no matter how much I hate it, it's hard for me to go get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let me take a bite. I was like, okay, this is all right. So it was better cold than hot for me.
See, I just can't. My problem is I can't let it, as they say in the South, I can't let it set around long enough for it to get cold. Because the moment, like, we were arranging what we were going to do when we got home from the McDonald's drive-thru. I was like, all right, we don't have anything to do when we walk in the door, right? Like, we're sitting right down and eating. Like, I want, like, it straight up, like,
as hot as possible.
Yep.
Dude, yeah. Like, fucking Michael Strahan, get the fuck out of my way. I want to eat these. The moment we got in the door.
Yeah.
And they were glorious.
He literally sat down and was like, just tear bagged open. I was
so
like, all right,
good.
cool. I'm going to go do 8 things and then sit down.
Yeah. Underrated part is it's got the barbecue in it. You can use your fries, dude. It's just, they're so great. They're so great.
See,
I'll never understand the disdain you guys have
it's not disdain,
for the
it's
barbecue
just,
cardboard.
It's just
I think you nailed it right there.
they mold it. Like it's not even like
And there it is, because everybody goes, "Oh, don't you see the frozen picture of what it looks like before they?" I don't give a fuck. Everything we eat is processed anyway. Yeah, unless you want to go to some pretentious.
Let's not yuck his yum.
No,
just let me have my gross.
No, I would.
Know what I'm going to use?
You know what I'd take any day? An Arby sandwich. Arby sandwiches all day.
Absolutely.
I would. They have a McRib sandwich, don't they?
Cheeks.
They do have a
rib sandwich. McRib.
Well, it's not squished meatloaf.
You know what I'm going to use if they actually
a meatloaf sandwich just with like pretending like it's ribs.
But if they genuinely, I'm here to say, if they bring it back, I'm putting my foot out to McDonald's, the marketing team. I'm busting out the ink.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has.
I'm busting out the ink.
Tattoo of the McRib on his foot.
Yep. I'm busting it out. Like, look, I can't walk around with this if I can't have these.
You're having a whole revealing episode because we had a plan of explaining this embarrassing story that happened to him, and now he's telling everybody he has a McRib tattoo on his foot again. So
should we do this before we discuss the other happenings on Friday night that took place before we went and got McRibs, or I did? Do you want to go now, or do you want to talk about Hot Joe's Fiesta first? We can
talk about this because I don't want to forget the story.
Yeah, she couldn't decide whether or not.
Yeah, so you know, like Corey's been working a lot, like doing overtime to afford these tickets for hockey season. Like he wants multiple games, whatever. So for yesterday, he stayed up to like I want to say like 11:30, and I was like, this is really stupid. You have to wake up at 3 a.m. So he wakes up around 2 o'clock for his pee, and I'm like up doing like making like the ornament covers and crap that I've been doing.
Don't do the in crap. It's not crap.
Anyway, I was working on my shit,
and
he gets up and he goes to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden I hear a couple footsteps in the kitchen. And I was like, I wonder if the dog's just moving around. And then I heard kitchen door, and I was like, did he just go outside? And then like I was like, all right, maybe it's one of those things when you wake up and you're like kind of hot and like, all right, I need a couple minutes of fresh air, like whatever. Couple minutes went to like he was out there for like 4 minutes. I counted exactly. Like the alarm system lets me know. And he finally comes back inside, like shuffles in the room, and I was like, hey buddy, what are you doing outside?
What's going on
here? What's going on there? He was like,
feeling all right?
He was like, man, I got lost. I was standing out there and I was like, this isn't the bedroom.
There's no bed here.
Keep in mind, this man is in his britches and nothing else.
Straight drawers,
it's like 50 degrees outside.
Straight drawers.
Not just that, but our neighbor sits on the porch directly next to it, like parallel. And most of the time she's out there around 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah, getting heaters in.
So I can just imagine her seeing his groggy ass going,
yeah.
Am I seeing this?
Yeah, dude. And I had so I go back, I slumber for another hour and 15 or whatever it was. I wake up and she's like, do you remember this? And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember any of this shit, dude.
Then the worst part is I go to wake him up because he's like, just let me sleep for 15 more minutes. I'm like, all right, whatever. I come back and he's like, okay, I don't want to get up. All right, listen, just leave Johnny Appleseed out of this. Like, I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
And he goes on this whole tirade about how he's going to read this book. And he's like, I don't know why they keep throwing this man at my face. He's a terrible name. Like, his nickname is so lazy. Who names a guy Johnny Appleseed? This is just lazy. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What does Johnny Appleseed do? Plants apple seeds.
Well, what did I say? I said something because she's got a video of it. And it was basically me being like, Johnny Appleseed's an asshole because he goes around and he starts shit with people and he just plants a tree and leaves. So I have like Johnny Appleseed being like an instigating asshole. I've got heat with Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, how does that get there?
I don't know, but I don't even know if he's even real. But whatever he is, I fuck you, Johnny Appleseed. You're a dick.
Pod official.
Oh
yes.
My god. Yeah. So
the anti-Johnny Appleseed pod.
Yeah. Him just walking outside though, like in the like it was cold. Like that's like not super cold obviously, but like cold enough I would have been like, "Oh, this is different atmosphere."
Straight drawers, dude.
Yeah.
Me undies for the whole hood. I wish I knew what pattern I had on. But yeah. So neighbor might have got a not so advantageous view because it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I looked like fucking Matt just showed me today, Louis Capaldi. I look like him.
But yeah.
So yeah, I sleepwalk now.
Well, that's good.
New developments.
I've decided that I have to now bolt the doors because God
Just in
knows.
case.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
case. I wish he had gone to the front porch because there's a front porch camera. That shit would have been so fucking funny.
We could have watched it.
Yeah.
But as Murphy's Law would have it, I would go out the unsurveilled door to where it's just, Now it's just left to be stories.
Yep.
You know? That's all right. I take your word for it. I do weird shit sometimes.
I mean, I had the proof on the I showed you the door. It said the kitchen door.
Could have been anybody.
Okay. Yep. Very good.
Could have been.
Very good.
No, I do pee in the middle of the night a lot. It's because I'm getting old. Speaking of getting old, our buddy, our guy, Hot Joe, had a cumpleaños.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
You live in a shoe.
Yeah, but a hot shoe. Good God.
Officially the birthday yesterday.
Yes.
And he got to go see the Caps yesterday.
He did.
Happy birthday, Joe.
And
Happy
they won.
birthday to our
and they
guy.
won. Happy birthday. They won just for you, Joe.
That's
just
right.
for you.
Just
Yes.
for him.
We're happy for our guy. We're happy we got to celebrate it with him. Smells really good. I almost bought. We were telling him when we got there Friday night. I almost bought that deodorant shit he plugged on the pod like months ago.
Yeah.
I almost got some. We were in like a drugstore somewhere because it's the 1970s, and
Well, not just that. We were kind of like, we came in there for a specific purpose, and then he was like, I want to get this. I was like, why don't we wait till we can come back to actually replenish on this? Because, like, if we get it now, it's just going to sit in the cupboard, and then we're going to forget about it, and, like,
Yes.
But it wasn't because he didn't want to try it.
No, and it was just like, well, let's not get too crazy. And I didn't want to show up thinking and have our guy thinking I was trying to, like, rhyme bite him here.
Yeah, I was going to say Jockus style.
Yeah.
I know, outsmell him. Like, you can't outsmell the Adonis.
No, you can't. You can't. He's got it together.
So
Very well.
first thing to note, we carpooled.
Yes.
Which, thank you.
Absolutely.
757 local thing here. You can't complain about that tunnel traffic that day.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It was surprising. We were
Not
out
bad.
there very quickly.
Yeah.
We were all baffled that it wasn't worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we hit it at the right time. I think we just missed the
Yeah,
garbage.
dude. Had we left 30 minutes prior, we probably would have gotten mucked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And had to go around our elbow to get to our ass because we went from our location to the place we talk about that thinks very highly of themselves
Yes.
around here is where we went. But not that type of area, though. And that's what we were saying is, why the aura when you have the same spots?
Yeah, mostly the same
all
spots.
these areas around here, all 7 cities, you know what they are? Similar.
Very much so.
You know?
Yep.
Fuck off your high horse.
Yep. And we
with
all
your
have the
better
same
sweaters.
we all have the same weather. Like it's
Right.
not like you can just claim, oh, our weather's better. No, it's not. We
Yeah.
live in the same place.
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
If anything, you
Right.
get the rain 15 minutes before we do.
Yep.
Yeah. You
Yep.
know? But yeah, it was fun seeing him. It was fun smelling him.
We have
Especially.
an official rating from V now because she was on the fence because Picture Joe.
Yeah.
I do not want to inflate your ego, Joe. I really don't. But like, I was telling Corey's mom this. It wasn't the fact that I was like, this man is attractive, like I want to sleep with him. I was more baffled that someone this godly looking exists. I was sitting there like, and I felt so awkward because I don't like to stare at people, and when I consciously keep making an effort, other people are talking, and I keep catching myself looking at the other person. I'm like,
Everyone
I don't like
stares
that.
at him.
I don't
It's
like
true.
that this keeps
He's so
happening.
pretty.
Yeah.
I don't like that I keep like trying to look at Justin while he's talking, and I keep catching him. Like, stop it! It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
Guys, just go. Yeah.
I wouldn't even be
So,
mad though if
yeah.
you were like, "Hey, there was a night with Hot Joe." I'd just be like, "I don't
Makes
blame.
sense.
We all want a night
At least
with
you
Hot
came
Joe."
back.
It's true.
Yeah, we all want a night with Hot. I just sit down and tell me how it was.
Was he
it all right?
passionate? Was he nice?
Yeah, was he wearing leather?
Oh yeah, and then the whole 20-minute leather thing about you eating vegetables with him.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Apparently, Hot Joe's the only one that's going to be able to get Corey to
It's true.
eat vegetables.
Mhm.
I like to flirt with him.
Mhm.
I hope he likes to flirt with me too.
I know.
It makes
I
me
get
feel
jealous
really good.
sometimes. It's okay.
I feel bad because like basically I showed up and all of YWS was there. The whole crew.
Yeah.
Your wrestling show was
Whole
there.
squad ready.
And like I was talking to y'all for like a minute and then suddenly bam, like YWS like we had never.
You're good, dude. It was a reunion.
No,
of
I know.
sorts.
That's why we're just like, we don't know what to say, so we're just going to sit here.
We just like launched basically right into show
Yeah,
together.
we just sat and observed our guy.
I know. We're like, look at Justin.
It was
look
intense.
at him happy.
It was intense.
It's
Yeah.
so nice.
but we hadn't seen, the four of us hadn't been in the same place in 8 years.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Since
wow.
the last episode of YWS. We've all been in contact and we've, seen each other, but the
Make sure
four
you're
of
not
us
dead, whatever.
hadn't been in the same place at the same time since 2014, or maybe it was 15.
A while, pre-COVID.
7-8 years.
It's
So
been a long time.
been a long time.
It's been a while. What are they up to now? Staying RIP.
I think
They
Aaron
suck.
Lewis. I can't necessarily disagree with you. There's more on that. Like that's a conversation for later.
Yeah.
But I think Aaron Lewis started doing country music to answer your question,
fuck, dude.
which makes sense. You think about it, it makes sense.
I'm so tired of Southern pop music.
Who isn't?
Fuck, man.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Okay.
But it's just they're
We just went on this whole rant about Reba actually not even like an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you count? I mean, I know Reba is Southern pop country, but like, do you count that because it's older?
No, it's hey.
Mm-hmm.
Do you count her? She's been around for a while. Like she's basically a pioneer in it.
She was fucking the shit out of Sammy Kershaw.
Okay.
I don't know that that's true. I just want to pretend it is. Sammy Kershaw was a gangster for country. I liked him. He was very hot. He sang Queen, rather, of My Double Wide Trailer. But if it came out now, he'd also have to come out with another version that was King, because you can't discriminate. Anyway, proceed. Sorry. Sammy Kershaw's hot. Not as hot as Hot Joe, though.
Also, not saying Reba McEntire's good for the record.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I'm just saying.
I mean, like, I grew up with her, so
Reba.
when I think like country artists, like female country artists, you think Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, like,
Shania.
yeah, Shania Twain, yeah,
Shania.
yeah. I'm trying to think of who else not coming to my head.
Early Taylor was country, but then she like shifted big time to pop.
Yeah.
Now
Then
she's
she
great.
sold out.
I was trying to
Yeah,
think.
but she great.
I don't hate Swiftie.
I don't like her.
Everything from Lover On is like magnificent. Ever since she got control
okay.
of all her stuff.
Okay.
No,
This
for
is
real.
this is where we disagree. Jess.
Oh, it's great. I haven't heard Midnights yet, but Lover rules. Evermore is awesome, and Folklore
because I don't
rules.
agree to any of
She's
these.
got a lot of albums out.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She has a lot of
I missed a lot.
discography. Yeah.
I missed a lot.
Yeah.
There was one album I was like in love with. I can't remember. It was like 1985, I think.
Yeah, 1985. But
Yeah.
so 1985 and Lover are both perfect pop albums.
Mm-hmm.
1000%.
Except for Harry Styles, because Harry Styles just sets the bar to a new level.
Harry Styles is Christ.
I'm not even saying they're the best. I'm just saying they're perfect pop
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's
like,
not
as
a
far
bad
as-
track.
Yeah.
But what I like about everything from Lover On is that Taylor owns that shit. It's
Mhm.
all written by her. Nobody else has their hands in it. And it's all her making the decisions. And
She's like a female Morrison.
she's just out there doing her
Really?
shit. It's great.
Plug the doors.
Yeah.
Go
Greatest
ahead.
fucking band ever.
That's the one time you're gonna get in like 80 years.
Yeah, there's
Make
not
them
there's not
relevant.
many. There's
So
not many.
I also want to take this time to say Couch Cushion.
Yes.
Like, this is the kind of shit that's going to be happening on Couch Cushion.
Yes.
Very much
We
so.
definitely got way the fuck off track
we
there.
ended up getting down rabbit holes, which happens here, which is why we're starting pod numero tres. We're expanding here, the three of us, and Couch Cushion Sessions. Look for it on YouTube.
Instagram page and Facebook page coming shortly.
Yes, cushion spelled not the way of what you put your ass on, but spell it the
With a K?
420 friendly way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we'll just we're not a PG pod here. KUSHIN. There you go.
Yeah.
We spelled it out for you.
If
Couch
we're
and Sessions
not
are
lazy, we
spelled
might
the
put a
regular
link
way.
around here somewhere. Just kind of look around somewhere.
Yeah.
It might float into the ether.
Yeah, or you know what? You're on your fucking phone anyway. Just use your fingers and type.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, maybe they're lazy. Maybe they don't have fingers. Maybe they have to use the Siri or Alexa.
Hey, Alexa.
Put in couch cushion. No, not cushion spelled like that. Spell it different. No, I don't understand that. Now,
Yeah.
see, you know, the logistics of it.
Alexa's an asshole.
She does listen a lot.
She's seriously
She's nosy.
very intrusive.
nosy.
Very fucking intrusive. Big Brother is always listening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Couch Cushion Sessions is just going to be a series of very fun, very weird, very shenanigan centric rabbit holes.
We have planned this out so ridiculously. Like, we have episodes upon episodes upon episodes already planned of content.
There's a lot, yeah.
it's
There's a
gonna-
lot of different series coming your way over there. It's going to be fun as fuck.
Yep.
Seriously. It's going to be. So come get weird with us. First episode release date to come soon. So stay tuned here and Gear Freaks as well, where we'll be talking about that. Before we construct a sequel to Sirianni Island, man, we talked about it a little bit before we came on, man, but the fucking Fightins. The Fightins are in the World Series, dude, and it feels good to have
the jersey of what
Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper.
Something significant happened with this jersey. You said it to me 3 times, and I still don't remember.
So I bought this a couple years ago and busted it out today. Still had the tag on it. And was like, wow, okay.
Oops.
Funny how shit works out.
Mm-hmm.
These were the exact gimmicks that we were wearing yesterday, and it's Bryce Harper who hit the game-winning home run.
Yeah.
So the creams, I love these. They're very good. I like them better than the regular fucking candy stripes. But we're in the World Series, dude, and my city's playing for a championship. I'm fucking happy, man. I know you're not. You're a Mets fan.
I'm not unhappy. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man.
Because
not just that, but the Flyers are actually doing something with themselves.
Sharks shut them out last night, though.
I mean, but seriously, you seriously thought this was gonna be like, okay, we might have a chance at the Phillies. The Eagles they're gonna shoot themselves at some point. Like they always do. They always shoot themselves.
I'm very cynical.
And then the Flyers, like you expected maybe like them to,
maybe 15 wins out of 82 fucking games.
And you've already got like out of 5 games, you've won like 4 or no.
We're 4-2, I believe.
I can't remember. 6, I can't remember. But I know
we're doing good.
Yeah.
Torts has the squad playing hard.
Torts, you've done a good job with our people. You're making him a lot less cynical and not want to drink as much.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. And, the Phils last night, dude, we talked about it. Like, it sucked that we had to kind of embarrass the Padres that way.
Yeah.
Because we like the Pods, too, here on this pod. See what I did there?
I don't like the Padres.
And, no, you don't. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad is what the fat guy says. Dude, it's
good enough for my toothpaste. 2 out of 3 dentists recommend.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We go from being the longest tenured playoff drought team in the fucking league, dude, to now we're in the fucking World Series. Rob Thompson, when he took over as manager, we were, I think, 22-29.
Mm.
And now we got fucking Canadian ass Rob Thompson as the skip with this group of dudes, and it's cool, man, because I love baseball, dude, and I'm not going to wax poetic and do the whole thing. We've talked about it before here on the pod in terms of why, but I like it. It makes me feel nostalgic, dude, and this has gotten me back into baseball a little bit, and it feels good.
Actually, to cut in with this sleeping in his whatever, there was also a rant he went on about how much he hated baseball and how he hates that they don't let him sleep during it. I meant to say that too earlier.
Yeah. Nope, you're good.
You went on like a 10-minute rant about how angry he was that white people won't let him sleep during the baseball games.
Yeah, apparently they Alex DeLarge Clockwork Orange you during Major League Baseball games. Shit I say when I'm asleep.
So yeah, just keep going. How exciting baseball is to watch?
Well, when I'm awake and conscious, I will say into a live microphone that I enjoy baseball. But like, it's crazy, dude, because going back to what we were saying before we went on, you got to shorten the season, dude, because it's fucking impossible now to keep up with 162 games. Yep. It's fucking impossible, dude. Yep. Like, I'm looking at the roster and I know the dudes I should know, but dude, I've seen maybe, admittedly, and I love the Phils. I've seen maybe 10, 12 games this year.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen a lot, dude. And
and make it easier to stream. Like yeah.
And it's also like there's just no urgency, dude. Like we picked up Kyle Schwarber and Nick Castellanos and all these dudes. And Syndergaard. We finally have pitching. Mm-hmm. I've been bitching like all we've had forever is Aaron Nola. That we brought in Jake Arrieta that one weird year, and he was a fucking dick. But like we got Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, Syndergaard. I called him Syndergarden. Take the EN off. There's this dude called Ranger Suarez. Mm. His name's fucking Ranger. No idea where he came from, but he's fucking good.
Texas. Because God bless Texas. Those are his own ants.
God, I hope not. God, I hope he didn't come from there. But yeah, I'm geeked, man.
Well, you got playoff experience because both Wheeler and Syndergaard were on that World Series Mets squad.
Right.
So you got World Series experience. I'm happy for you. If it was Yanks Phils, this would be like I'm not gonna I have no rooting interest.
Yeah.
Can they both lose?
Right.
That would be
Fuck
great.
off. Yeah.
But since the Stros are there and I hate them and they're undefeated and they took down the M's, very upset about that.
Me too.
There's a personal beef vendetta.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so like
it's kind of like
Corey
last year with the Super Bowl.
It's funny because Philly somehow, for a city and a fan base that everybody loves to shit on, because we're assholes.
That's cool. Just ignore my comments.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm fucking.
Like, we find ourselves in the Super Bowl a couple years ago against Brady in New England, and everybody that wasn't a Pats fan was rooting for us because it's like, fuck this dude. We're tired of seeing him. Now with Houston, they've been to 4 out of the last 6.
Yep.
They fucking cheated to get there. You know, I mean, maybe not this year, but they're always gonna be known as that.
Who, the Astros?
And now, because they fucking banging trash cans to fucking give away pitches and shit. They were spying. They were pulling Bill Belichick Spygate shit. That's what they are in baseball. They're the baseball-ass Patriots. And now that's who we face, the team that everybody fucking hates because they know they fucking cheated.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, well, who are you going to root for now? The assholes or the cheaters?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This was the situation I was in because if y'all somehow lost to the Padres, I'm rooting for the Padres no matter.
Absolutely.
Because fuck the Yanks and
for sure
fuck the Stros.
Yep.
But for different reasons. So like with y'all, like I can actually root because you guys have now taken down the Cards, who I hate, the Braves, who I hate more than y'all.
Yep.
I mean, I have a hate because we lost to the Pods, but it's not
a temporary hate.
Right.
It's a hate with an asterisk.
They're pesky. They're trying, you know.
But they took down the Dodgers. So like some of that hate already subsided.
It's like when you get in an argument with the wife and you're frustrated for a little bit, but you go and you sleep and you wake up the next day and it's, you know, the sun's up, the birds are chirping, the wind chimes are going. We're good here.
Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know, man. I hate the Phils, but not more than I hate the Stros right now.
Right.
So
we were saying, dude, it feels like almost like the Royals in 2015, like a destiny. Like it, I hate to use that word, but like this is the way it's supposed to be. It almost seems like you don't come this far just to shit on yourselves. Then again, the cynic in me still goes, if any team is going to do it, it's going to be the Phils.
So
but
I would say
the Stros have been hot as fuck.
Yeah. I would say the difference is because the Mets weren't. The Mets were the Phils that year because the Mets just got hot.
Right.
And got beat 4-1 because the Royals were just the better team.
Right.
The year before, like the Royals made it but shouldn't have. And they ran up against the Giants, who just were the better team that year. 4-3, 4 games to 3.
Yep.
In my mind's eye, if the Phils go down, I hope it's in 7.
Same. And that's at least don't get the brooms busted out. At least not in 5 or anything, dude. But I don't know, man. I think
if the Stros go undefeated, I don't know if I can deal with that.
I want the Stros to win.
I feel
just like you're a Pens fan.
I was gonna say.
I didn't know what to say, so I just said that.
It's 1,000% just to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah,
more on that later.
Scott Texas with his own hands.
Ugh.
And you know what sucks about this is like the Stros were one of those teams before this streak started that I was kind of excited that they were getting good. I was like, finally, you know,
I always liked
forever.
them. They drafted me out of Phoebus Little League, so I always kind of was like, hey, I like them.
Where he peed himself.
Yes, where I pissed myself.
Go back to that video and you'll find out.
Go find it. It's on the Grease Pole Podcast YouTube page.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. It. I don't know, man. I'm just geeked that it's been so long since the Phils were relevant. Everybody, oh, you paid Bryce Harper, you spend all this money. Now, fuck you, we're there now.
Again, like that's the thing is, I don't know why anybody's surprised. Like you guys have a squad.
Yeah.
They just weren't playing very well for a while.
Right.
So it all clicked in at the right time. Like,
yeah, dude.
When the stars align.
Yeah.
Friday night, game 1. Go Fightins. Go Fightins. It fucking feels good.
And may the poles be ever greased.
Yes. Fuck yeah. All right. Before we get out of here.
Hence the name of the Grease Pole Podcast.
Exactly.
Yay.
That's how we got the name, people. Let's build a castle for our guy, shall we? Because we made an island for Coach Sirianni, and that was a fun time. And
first of all, you rag on Sirianni for the fact that he wears trash uniforms to the game or whatever.
That one was Bobo. The Mike Quick was
Kelce
Cheeks.
has flat out said he does not give a fuck what he wears to game day.
That's why I love him.
He wore aqua blue pants with Jesus sandals and a Kelly green shirt.
Yep. Ocean Drive.
This man said, "I don't give a fuck."
But V, let me ask you.
Oh, here we go. It's because of his fucking attitude. Here we go.
Did he wear a Bobo jersey? A jersey that was not licensed by the NFL.
Did he? I didn't pay attention to that part.
Because he's on
Kelce.
Yeah.
No,
because he's on the team.
Kelce's very.
Here we go.
And can get a real licensed NFL jersey.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we
That's
go.
what it is.
Defending your guy. This is what happens.
We also love the guy, but yes.
Yeah.
Apparently enough to buy a Christmas album because you're like,
oh, dude, I can't wait for a Philly special Christmas. I can't wait, dude. When I saw that shit, I was like, we're ordering 5 copies of this shit.
Because who doesn't want the entire squad of the Eagles singing Christmas carols off key? That's
Jason
exactly
Kelce.
That's exactly what you want on vinyl. Not just once, not just twice, but 7 times.
Damn right. Something might happen.
You don't
to
have
one.
those in your house, do you? No, I do.
What if something happens to one? What if something happens to 4 or 5 of them?
What happens? Are you gonna keep them all in the same location? Because this concept seems flawed.
I think we should.
Are you gonna have it like buried treasure? Like you have a treasure map and you have to like.
One's gonna be with our vinyls, all of our vinyls we have, and at least one of them's gonna get framed and put on the wall somewhere.
So that's 2. We still have another 5 to deal with.
We'll figure out the other 5.
Can you get your phone off the table? I'm about to beat you with this.
It is very
thing.
irritating. The fantasy football group chat is vibrating, and it's.
Hence why I silence it, because you guys keep going off all the time, and I don't know
how to silence. I just know how to shut the thing off. So I don't technology very well. I really don't.
Little I'm very sorry for you viewers at home.
Yeah,
that got loud.
We're vibrating a lot. Hope you are too.
Pause. But anyway, Kelce's castle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do we? So with Sirianni's Island, we gave him 7 wives.
Yeah.
Like, how do we want to? Because I don't know that he gets that.
Kelce's
right?
not getting Kelce's. We're not gonna. It can't be wise for Kelce because Kelce. Not that Sirianni's not, but Kelce is a very. Kelce loves his wife very much, and Kelce, unlike Sirianni, has a great wife. And we're not. Look, in real life, Brett Sirianni's probably amazing, I'm sure, and supportive. But in the world,
his name's Jason, isn't it?
In the world, we've created for our coach, it's he deserves a wife for every day of the week because again,
she's cute.
What a guy! Yeah, Kylie Kelce is her name.
So
so cute.
So do we just so if we're making him a castle, do we just give him cool rooms?
Can we give him leprechauns?
Well, I think first of all, he's got to be addressed as Your Grace.
Yes.
No, Lord.
Lord Kelce.
Lord Kelce.
Okay.
Lord Kelce.
Warden
Your
of the
Grace.
North.
Who are his knights?
Warden of the North.
Yeah, definitely Warden of the North. It can't be an elaborate castle though. It can't be because it's got to be a very down to earth one.
Yeah, not just that, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants to be. But does it have a drawbridge?
Not flashy. It has a drawbridge, but it doesn't always work. Every now and then you have to get maintenance to come through.
Does he find you? Hey.
And I feel like maintenance is Jeff Stoutland, the offensive line coach.
We're making it people through. Oh, okay.
Well, it can be whoever. That immediately popped into mind because I want to picture Jeff Stoutland with a mop bucket. And so he comes through and he cleans the commodes occasionally. He teaches technique on Tuesday. It's called Technique Tuesdays.
They have a kid?
Yes, they do.
His name's Wyatt.
Yep.
Aww.
A very manly name. Very worthy of a castle.
No, that's a girl.
Oh, well.
This is awkward.
Female Wyatt also belongs in a castle. So
what about
this? Very manly name. Very deserving of it's a girl. This is awkward.
Female Wyatt also
She's
goes in
cute,
the castle.
though. Look at him. He always brings her to practice.
That's what I'm saying. He's a family dude.
Dad.
He is.
Are you Irish descent, Kelce? Because you look like it. You look like it.
So what about for the Knights?
Okay, Knights, yes.
The cast of Always Sunny.
The round table.
Oh, okay.
And Charlie, instead of Charlie as Charlie as Green Man.
I'm with it. It's got to Mac's got to be up there too.
Of course.
Mac has to be up there.
Did you know that they're having Ryan Reynolds? That their talks that they're gonna have him be Mac's boyfriend on
Sunny?
Yep.
I hope this happens.
Me too.
Yeah.
For all sorts of reasons.
Yeah. Just because fuck yeah, entertainment.
Yeah.
So those are our nights. I think that should we keep it at 2 nights? I don't think we should just be giving away night ships all
just
willy-nilly.
2. So just Mac and Green Man. I think that's good.
From Always Sunny get to be knights. Jeff Stoutland is the maintenance guy that comes and fixes the drawbridge.
Well, Mac has to be the head of the guard because he was a ninja, and that's
he can give the ocular pat downs for sure.
Yeah. I want Chris Long as the groundskeeper because Chris Long I feel like would be able to grow very well, and who doesn't
what about
want
the weird cousins?
Who doesn't want a little shenanigans around the castle? You know what I mean?
What about the weird cousins? Who are they gonna be?
The weird cousins. Let me think on that.
Can they be like?
I'm really fascinated with the idea of Chris Long being like a farmer. He's got wheat sticking out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little long strand of wheat. If they have wheat in the castle, if not, he goes and finds some.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Hurts? Is Hurts his Jester? No, not just Jester.
Jalen Hurts.
Does he own like a?
Jalen Hurts is just in a fucking manger, like Jesus, because that's the goal. Is you have to protect the quarterback at all costs. Yeah. So it's Kelce's castle, but it's him and the Knight's responsibility to keep Jalen Hurts safe in the manger.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be their king, and Kelce's his lord.
No, Hurts doesn't get to be a king. He just sleeps in the manger like baby Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He just is there like a fetus. Okay. I feel like
I'm feeling a Ricky Bobby reference here. Talladega Nights.
I don't know if you guys have seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, but like Sir Robin of Locksley.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's a good movie too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Depends on if you like Mel Brooks movies.
Anything
if you like
that
Mel Brooks,
I loved him in Miracle.
If it doesn't involve people dying in a brutal way, like every 3 minutes, he doesn't care.
I haven't seen like obvious movies that most people in society have seen, but I'm going to go watch Terrifier 2 tomorrow. So that's where my priorities are.
And is this castle in Scotland or is it local? Like, are we having it in Philly, like a Philly castle?
So I think he went to school in Cincinnati, but I don't know if he's from Ohio or what. I don't feel like I want to put this castle in Ohio.
I can look. I have his Google up.
Here's the $1 million question. What is
He's from Ohio.
Okay.
I mean, Cincinnati is like a city with hills. You could have him at the top of the hill in the mount.
No, we don't want him there because
I like Cincinnati. Why did you
there's an NFL team there. He can't cross contaminate. That's not
true.
happening at Kelce Castle Kelce.
He can't be too far away from Philly.
I mean,
for
Ohio,
game time.
like
Put him in
Pennsylvania and
Altoona.
Ohio aren't far from each other. Okay. Okay.
No, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go.
Okay.
They're gonna eventually get too big for Kelce's castle, and they're gonna go invade the fucking Poconos.
Oh.
And then it's the Poconos.
Oh, they're
are
laying
gonna,
siege to the Poconos now.
Yes, it's gonna be theirs.
You hear that? Jason? You better be prepared.
Yes.
Like have your little crazy the outfit he wore that was crazy looking.
Yeah, the Mummer's outfit. Get Jeff Stoutland ready. Make sure Chris Long farms plenty of
portions,
plenty of that good
rations.
Yes, and
oh, he's gonna need like is Chris Long the pot farmer?
Yeah, well, yes, that's one of the things he farms. Yes, but he's gonna farm. Chris Long's very versatile. He grows plants, yes, for people to enjoy, but he also grows crops and veggies and whatnot. Chris Long is he's based in Charlottesville, so I feel like he's a man of the land. He knows, he's a very naturistic guy.
Is he a man that like plays music for his crops to make them grow better?
He's very big into music. He's the reason why I started listening to My Morning Jacket, because he always talked about him on his pod, and I was like, well, if Chris Long likes them, I'll check him out.
They gotta be all
is
right.
this like your Oprah?
What?
Is this like your Oprah? Like Oprah recommends it?
You know how I feel about Chris Long. I love that man.
I actually didn't know how passionate you were about this man until just
We've
now.
talked about this shit like fucking 6 times.
I don't think so.
He's the former Eagles player that's fucking does a pod and lives in Virginia. I know we've talked about this. Okay. But yeah, so he farms. Jalen Hurts is in a manger, just chilling, hanging out, not to be touched. What does Sirianni do at Castle Kelce?
Well, he's obviously going to be watching over his son because he constantly calls Hurts his son, so he'll be Joseph.
Ooh.
The shepherd. Who shepherds.
Shepherd Sirianni.
Oh, actually, no. He was a carpenter, but still, he'll be a shepherd. He'll be a hybrid Joseph Shepherd.
Well, if Sirianni has the island...
But the wives can come over and help. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Sirianni is very weird about the wives. I feel like
they gotta stay on the island.
He
right?
wants them on the island. He
Except
doesn't.
Tiffany. Tiffany's the show.
Tiffany occasionally will come with him. Yeah.
Brett has to because she's the PR wife.
Yes,
so.
she's the press conference wife, and
the one that's set for life.
Yeah, Sirianni doesn't always venture to the castle, but when he does, it's a special occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Holidays and birthdays. I feel like it always smells very musky and woodsy
and manly.
Mm-hmm.
Very
like a bear attack.
Yes. Oh. Just bear fur. Live bear carpets everywhere. Heads still
live
attached.
Live bear carpets? So the bear's laying on the ground like, meh.
I can't get up.
Yeah.
I'm a
Why
carpet.
are you walking on
And then as
me?
soon as Jason Kelce walks in the room, they're just like,
He steps on him with his Jesus sandals and his Ocean Drive shirt because Jason Kelce's that fucking manly.
okay.
What's in his moat? Because there's a drawbridge. What's in the moat?
What kind of animals are in the drawbridge?
It's gotta be. The koi fish are too pretentious.
Oh no, you gotta have something that's scary.
Piranhas.
All right.
I mean,
Piranhas.
I don't think it'd be piranhas.
But they're friendly piranhas.
I feel like he'd want to swim around. It needs to be something that he could soothe.
Piranhas
What
are.
gentle beast could he soothe?
But piranhas are in the visitors moat.
He's got a home in visitors.
Yeah, in the home
Wouldn't
moat.
you just get a pull at that point?
He's got lionfish as well in the visitors moat. So if you go in there, it's just curtains for you.
So piranhas and lionfish.
And lionfish. So you either get gnawed to death or you get electrocuted. And
what?
In the
you know they don't electrocute, they're poison.
Oh.
Lionfish use giant spikes and poison you.
They're dicks. I learned something today.
Electric is an eel, moray eel.
Okay, they'll be in the away pond as well. They'll be in the away. Just bedlam. All hell breaks loose in the away pond.
Do not get in the away
fucking
one.
great
You know
white
what
sharks.
normal people say? Gators. That would be the first.
I don't want gators because gators are
A
reminiscent
southern
of Florida, and we don't like Florida
That's
at
true.
Kelce Castle.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah?
Yeah, he doesn't like Florida. He doesn't
Does he
like.
have a specially trained eagle?
He's working on that. But he's getting very frustrated because he doesn't.
What would you name your eagle?
He doesn't
Jason?
have the time to donate to commit to going to eagle training class, so he sends.
Eagle training class.
He often sends. Yeah, he sends somebody, one of his underlings there, like Landon Dickerson. Occasionally goes to pick up the eagle from eagle training class, and then he brings him back, and he gets very frustrated when he takes it out on Landon Dickerson vigorously when the eagle's not properly trained.
Vigorously.
Yeah.
What would you name your eagle, Jason? Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, please let us know what you would name the eagle, and
let us know if you approve of your castle.
Yeah.
What style would he decorate his castle in? You think he's a modern kind of guy, country cabin kind of guy?
No, I think it's the cabin would
medieval?
very much be like it would feel like I think a camp counselor cabin at Camp Crystal Lake.
It's a castle though. You're making it look like a cabin?
You're right. I guess it would be bricks because bricks are tough, and so is he.
He looks like a Viking, like he'd conquer the world.
He does look like a Viking. So I think steel furniture, kind of metal undertones.
Want to sit on my steel couch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not a couch. I'm talking about tables and like kitchen cabinets and refrigerator and everything. It looks that way. It looks like a medical facility in there because he just wants to be.
That's cold and disattached.
Well, because the reason being is because if that way intruders come in and they make it through the visitors pond of just bedlam in there, he wants to be able to rip the door off the fridge or off the cabinets and just beat the fuck out of the intruders. It becomes WWE really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Ding ding
at
ding
Castle
ding.
Kelce.
Is Gritty in the castle at all with Swoop?
Gritty is the guest referee whenever WWE breaks out there. They just fly Gritty in from wherever he is.
In a helicopter.
Yep. And Gritty comes in,
and
ref shirt and all.
How does he start it off? Squeaking his tummy?
He squeaks his tummy and then he gyrates it. He gyrates it.
Okay. Any commentary to add, Justin?
No.
Castle Kelce.
Good
everybody.
castle.
Castle Kelce.
The Grease Poll approved.
This has got to go to the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts is in a fucking manger.
He's in a manger. Why?
That's not offensive. No, he's in a manger.
I know he's in a manger. I mean, why?
Because he must be
Protect
protected. He must be protected. He's the franchise. Everyone. Castle Kelce really was built. It was built for 3 reasons. One is a place of solitude for him and his boy band members, aka the offensive line, to get drunk in.
Kelce and Wyatt.
And Kelce and Wyatt as well. It's also a place where Chris Long can practice his farming habits.
Or Kylie, whatever her
And
name is.
it was also to have a place where Jalen Hurts can be protected at all costs.
Does Brian Dawkins get like a guest suite?
Brian Dawkins is the password that you use to get into the speakeasy. And if you do not say Brian Dawkins upon first try, Brian Dawkins, they hold you there they strap you down in a chair like they used to do at the vet. They didn't strap you down in a chair, but they would hold you like a veteran stadium. And they bring Brian Dawkins in then to give you an Algie Crumpler style NFC Championship hit and knock your fucking ass out for coming there and pushing the boundary and not knowing the proper password. You piece of shit.
So half of that, it sounded like French.
It wasn't, though.
I don't understand half of what you just said.
That hit happened in 2005. It was it left a mark on. It was the first time the Eagles went to the Super Bowl in my lifetime. And that hit was a big reason why.
Yay!
Yes.
I think. I don't know.
We love you, Brian Dawkins. We also love Jason Kelce and this castle we built for him. Possibly. Okay. I don't know if it's offensive or not. But
there's your clip.
It probably is.
Oh, where's Goddard?
Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert's the bouncer.
Oh, okay.
He's the bouncer. He just sits outside
with you gorgeous man.
With a shield. He's like the mountain in Game of Thrones, but not as big, obviously.
No, I would think the Hound, because he's got a personality.
Or the Hound, yeah.
The Mountain's just kind of there.
I don't know why I didn't think of the Hound. Because perfect analogy. He's the Hound. He's there to fuck shit up. Don't come around here trying to start new shit.
Mm-hmm. He literally picked Hurts up and took him to the end zone.
He drug him in the end zone. That's what I'm saying. Just like he drug his ass in the manger, too, and said, go to bed.
Go to bed,
little JJ. We'll wake you up on Sunday. We'll hydrate you before the game. They pull his binky out. They change his diaper. They get him ready to go.
Where's A.J. Brown?
And suddenly he becomes a 25-year-old dude and is able to run for many yards. A.J. Brown is like perimeter security because he's very fast and he's good at catching, so he can intercept predators.
I was gonna say, is he like in a little pasture inside of Chris Long's farm? Like,
no, Chris Long is entrusted solely with the farming of Castle Kelce. Nobody else gets to fuck with it, and if they do,
he doesn't get to hang out with like.
No,
like
he can hang out with you. He can socialize, but it's nobody else's to intrude on Chris Long's ability to farm.
Oh, I thought he would just,
that's solely
Chris Long
his.
Would keep him safe.
Well, what Jason Kelce does is he leaves it up to him, but if Chris Long's not feeling it that day, just don't mess with his farming equipment. Unless you're Bo Allen. Bo Allen does it a lot just intentionally to piss him off, and Chris Long has to often smack him and remind him, you're out of the league right now. What am I talking about? Chris Long's also out of the league. They're both retired. Never mind. Chris Long and Bo Allen beef a lot over shenanigans at Castle Kelce.
Oh, yeah?
Is what we're trying to say. So there's that. There's a sequel.
The polls have been greased.
Yeah, the sequel to Sirianni Island. The polls have been greased. That's what happens on the Birds bye week. We build fake lives for people. And go get your McRib before they maybe go away forever. Hopefully not. And
hopefully so.
Don't sleepwalk. And go Fightins. See you next week, as
go
always.
Birds. Go Birds.
Boom.
Go Birds.
Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole night in Philly. The hex.
Go Birds.
Go Birds! Okay,
that would be great.